everybody, you're live with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, and we're listening to some Doors, which I'll talk all about, but for now, I want to say this first and foremost. I'm not paid by this app, but I start this app and I dedicate this live Q&A to my friends and family at Pagans and Witches Amino app. It's a really beautiful community, and if you're not there already, make sure you join. I can't say it enough. I've developed a great family there. Hi everybody that's here. We're doing a live Q&A. I'm going to wait for a couple more people to join, but if you have questions, we can dive in right now. We're listening to some Doors music. We're listening to an album which not a lot of people have. I found it thrifting. It is called Weird Senses Inside the Gold Mine. Hi Tess, how are you? And if you guys don't know, that it has four sides, 2 records. It's pretty great. So that's what we're listening to. This side 1 has got Break On Through, Strange Days, Shaman Blues, Love Street, Peace Frog, Blue Sunday, The Wasp, Texas Radio and the Big Beat, End of the Night. So anyway, just trying to get some atmosphere here and say thank you to everybody. Hi Tasha, hi Brenda. Okay, so if you guys have questions for me, let them fly. Also, I want to try and get some ideas. I've had a lot of video requests for, like, how can brand new witches start out? What can we do? I feel like I need to be a little bit closer when I sit down. What can we do when we're first starting out, etc. So I want to try and the other one is, besides brand new witches, is meditation. So if you guys have any questions on that, I'm trying my best to devise a video on each of the topics, but I have to remember, like, because I got really into witchcraft, 3 or 4 years ago, so if I'm doing a Q&A and I'm trying to remember what new witches, like, what the questions are, because the questions I had might be different, so, alright. And I also want to try and make a way, like, maybe a video on how you could do a starter kit of witchcraft for free. Like, absolutely free things. Either from your kitchen, from a common kitchen, or just things you could fashion out of common household items, and or things you could forage. So, if you're joining me for the first time tonight, I would love for you to say hello. If not, we're here to do Q&A. So I'm going to wait for questions from everybody. Questions, y'all. Questions. Also, I just found a new channel today because I hit 500 subscribers this morning. I was so happy. Thank you to everybody for subscribing. Because I never force people to do it. I never say like, share, subscribe, I think I've said it twice and it didn't feel right. So I know that you guys do it when you want to, but I had a new subscriber, like, today, I think, and her name is Plain Jane Mansfield, all one word, and then space 13. She has a little channel, and it's just one video right now, and I know that it will grow. Because she's so great. She's a UK witch, and she lays out this, like, really cool pick-a-card reading spread, and I love those. I always watch the Stargirl the Practical Witch. She's my favorite pick-a-card reading person. But I have to say, when I watched this video that she's got, Plain Jane Mansfield 13, I was like, that is so right on. Like, it was spot on for me. So, we'll have to see how more readings go, but if you guys have YouTube channels or you've ever wanted to start one on witchcraft, just do it, because the niche is so small, We need to be getting out there and doing what we want to do, So, as well, I've invited people from the Pagans and Witches Amino app to come here if they've never been here before and do a live Q&A, and I said that started at 5:30. I think everybody that's on here right now I'm connected with Skype on. And yeah, thanks you guys. While I was sick, I downloaded a thumbnail app because I was just using whatever picture YouTube took, and sometimes it was like I'm like telling a story and my face is like this or my hands like this, and it's like it was so weird, but I was just playing around on my phone and I found like a YouTube thumbnail app. And then I also found how to look at your analytics or whatever, which luckily I don't really understand, but it does tell me my current subscriber number, which is cool. So yeah, and where my subscribers come from, whether they come from Google or whether they come from Amino or whether they come from, whatever. So that's cool. Yeah, so I put on those headers and I thought that they would just look nicer and a little more professional and stuff like that. Let's make witchcraft professional, I guess. I wanted to make some stars, of creation with you guys. So, another thing, I thought of some different things you can use. This is a willow wood, and I probably will do it in a video because I'm not going to be able to make that and do a live. But this is willow wood made of sticks that I got just from the pet store, and and they're little like chinchilla snacks because chinchillas just eat them, and they kind of smell good. I don't know, but I like to do like the inside versus the outside. One side's blonde and one side's dark. Those are cool. And then I have some that are like two-toned, where I flipped it. It's not just like that. So I got creative with it. How about some tile videos? Brenda says, how about some tile videos? What are tile videos? What do you mean, Brenda? And one's on Yule? Yeah, we could definitely do some videos on Yule. Or do you want to talk about Yule right now? Because I could definitely get out my Magical Year, my Supermarket Sabbats, any books that I have on Yule. So you want Yule videos? Okay. Will do, you guys. And, I think it'd be cool and important to talk about how Yule can also tie into Christmas and how you can still give people Yule gifts even though it's Christmas, or, things like that, where you don't have to leave what you believe in for the holiday and you can practice it with your loved ones who are Christian and such. So, Yule videos. Got it. Do I have any beginner witches here with me on my live? Because I want to know what questions people have, so when I get ready to make that video, I can do it properly. Also, what questions do people have on meditation? Because maybe we've been doing witchcraft for 15 years and didn't know that meditation is part of witchcraft. A big part, if you ask me, but you can do it without. It's just so much easier with. Wow, everything just starts to open up for you in so many aspects of life. I want to show you two really cool Jim Morrison memorabilia pieces I've got here. I actually love this song. It's called Love Street. Okay. So this is a picture that my brother-in-law took for me when he went to Paris. And it is of Jim Morrison's grave at the cemetery in Paris. And then I framed this one myself, and this is 1965 or 4, Live at Hollywood Bowl. I think it's 1965 because that would have been the second year. And he still has quite short hair. It's just in a bob, like not a bob, but it's kind of like shaggy down to here, like a Beatles-ish. And he's got his black leathers, that classic belt. I mean, he really did, from what I read in those books. Like, I have all the biographies and stuff about the band members. They all wrote a different book. He wore those leathers nonstop. He loved them. And then this jacket I saw at the Smithsonian when I was in Washington, D.C. And at the time, I just liked the doors a little bit, but I totally remember, like, making a big deal about it. I'm like, I think I've seen that, you know, and I was only, like, 15. So, yes. You've had a hard time clearing your mind sitting still. Okay, clearing your... Hi, Luna! How are you? So good to see you here. It's been a while since I've seen you. Okay, so for meditation, hard time. We are thinking of videos and new questions that newbie witches might have. You guys are trying to help me out. Yeah, Mr. Mojo Rising. Do you guys know that Mr. Mojo Rising, what it is, where it came from? It is an anagram. And if you take all the words apart, get some Scrabble tiles and spell out Mr. Mojo Rising. You'll have the exact amount you need to spell out Jim Morrison. Yep. Okay. Hard time sitting still. Okay, what other questions might new witches these days have, or people that are new at meditation? Meditation shows up in so many things, like religious practices, all over the world as well, you know? It's everywhere. I'm gonna pop you guys down. For new witches, perhaps everyday household items to use. Absolutely. So I was, yeah, Tess, like I want to make an idea for people who can just go around their house and get kitchen items, bathroom items, you know, because think, we can use, if you needed a star of creation bad enough, you could take floss and Q-tips and make yourself a star out of it. Like, really, you could do anything, you know. So, yeah, I really want to inspire those new witches to do things that are free or household items. This song is called Peace Frog. It's really fun. I believe it's on the LA Woman album. And any other video requests you may have, throw them out there now. It doesn't just have to be for the meditation or new witches. Let's think. What else could we talk about? I just posted a video that I was kind of apprehensive on making the title. It's called it is called How to Handle and Dismember Sugarcane in Witchcraft. And I didn't have the time to look up whether you can use the word dismember for a for a fruit or for a vegetable, but it does take a saw, and it does take focus, and it does take a lot of work and time, and there's different elements to it. So I thought, what better way? Because it wasn't a gross thing that popped in my head. It was just like, how am I going to do this? It's, 8.5 feet tall. I'm literally going to have to dismember this to work with it on my cutting board. So anyway, I thought that it was totally, like, something that I would do because I'm always saying, like, awkward things. Hold on just a moment, y'all. we have company over, so I had to pop out and say hi to them super quick. Sorry if I lost anybody. My apologies. Ooh, Tibetan singing bowls. I actually have one in the living room, so I could do a video on those. Do you have a question in particular, or just how you could use it in witchcraft, the Tibetan singing bowls? And that question on Tibetan singing bowls was from Tess. Yeah, the sugarcane video is going to be, you guys are going to love it. It's hilarious. Scrying, crystal ball use. I do a lot of scrying, but I would like to get a crystal ball or a black mirror. It's on my wish list, you know. But I think it's one of the easiest forms of divination. How to use them in general in meditation and witchcraft, the singing bowls. Great questions, guys. Okay, beginner witches. Okay, guys. What else do we need to know about witchcraft? DIY black mirror. Oh, a DIY black scrying mirror. Absolutely. I'll figure out how to do it and then I'll show you guys how to do it. I love that. I'm like, black mirror? Yes, I did do reviews on those. We talked about that though. Yeah, paint, right. I'll figure out how to do it really well. I did a ghost mirror for decor. Awesome, Brenda. Okay. Also, I want to thank Tess while she's here. I did receive this in the mail, the Heal Thyself. If you guys remember, I did that Bach flower video, and it was talking about in one of my books, this book by Dr. Edward Bach. And I'm so thrilled to have it. I got it when I was actually like sick in bed and I was supposed to be resting my voice, so I got to read through it. It was written in the early 30s by a doctor, so it is a small book, but it's a difficult read. And it's like, I'm going to have to translate it when I talk about it, because even for me, I have to read the sentence 4 times to be like, is that what it's saying? Oh my gosh, Tess, thank you. I love this book. It's just going to take me a while to get it out there on my channel, because it really does. Like, I could read a smidge of it. Let me read the first paragraph of chapter 1, okay? It is not the object of this book to suggest that the art of healing is unnecessary. Far be from it any such intention, but it is humbly hoped that it will be a guide to those who suffer to seek within themselves the real origin of their maladies, so that they must assist themselves in their own healing. That was all one sentence with a bunch of semicolons in it. That whole thing. So it's like you really have to dissect it and break it apart in order to especially tell a normal person, but especially to tell a beginner. Okay, next sentence, which is probably the last one of the paragraph. Moreover, it is hoped that it may stimulate those, both in the medical profession and in religious orders, to have the welfare of humanity at heart, to redouble their efforts in seeking the relief of human suffering, and so hasten that day when the victory over disease will be complete. That huge paragraph was 2 sentences. So, again, really excited to have this book, but it's just going to take me a little bit to get through it and be able to translate it. So, any more questions, you guys? And I love how they used to write back then. Yes, and for those of you who didn't see my my video on how to make magical ink, I did it for the first time on camera, just trying for the first time, encouraging you guys to try these things too and just see how it goes. Because if I did make a big mistake, I was still gonna post the video, you know, because things don't always work. I've had videos I've still posted where the thing didn't finish, and I said, well, we're going to make it into this, because it didn't work. And those things are real and those things happen, right? Like, that's really how it goes. I also I did a working and it failed completely, and I want to talk about that with you guys. Numerology in the craft. Great. I haven't done a video on that yet. I love how they used to write back then. So when Tess was saying that comment about how you love how they used to write, I did make a video on magical ink if you haven't seen that yet, Tess. Numerology, Brenda. I love numerology, and I don't know a ton about it. So again, when I ask you guys ideas, these are great because it's not something I would have necessarily thought of, but I definitely want to get it in there. A beginner's guide to, hi, welcome, how are you? We are here talking about questions for witchcraft. I don't know how long we'll be here exactly, but if you guys have any questions or video requests, let me know. Hi, Allie, how are you? Good to see you here. Again, any questions, video requests? What kind of questions would brand new witches today have? What kind of questions would a beginner meditator have? Or if you're a beginner at meditating, what kind of questions do you have? Okay, I'm ending my live feed. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks, Jen the Taxidermy Witch.